good evening, or whatever time of day it is for you. Welcome back to the Shire Shed for another review. Today's review is going to be pretty interesting. I haven't had this blend very recently, although I have had it many, many times. I love this stuff. And you already know, you saw the thumbnail. Today's review is going to be Sam Gawith 1792 Flake. On this channel, you may or may not have noticed that I don't review a lot of Gawith stuff, and that isn't necessarily by design or by any intent that I have. I just don't happen to pull Gawith blends very often to smoke. Again, not because I don't like them or anything like that. Every Gawith blend I have, I pretty much love. If there's any gripe that I have, I would say number one, it's a pretty common gripe. Typically, Gawith blends are a little fussy, trying to keep them lit, and you gotta dry them out quite a bit. So that said, I would say that's the only thing that really dissuades me from having them more often. And I would say the only exception to that would be the shag cut stuff, which apparently they got rid of, and they're just doing. Now I don't know if that's for all the shag cut stuff, but I do know that Kendall, Kentucky shag is apparently not going to be made anymore. They're just going to be doing the, I want to say the traditional cut or the classic cut or whatever their ribbon cut is what they're going to be doing, which is, I mean, that's fine. I really do like the shag quite a bit. I like 2 shag as well. However, yeah, as long as Gawith isn't going anywhere, good Lord, we don't need any more tobacco companies going bye-bye. Yeah. So, today's blend, 1792. This stuff is, it's stout. Stout. I'm pretending it's baseball season. Spring training's going on. I'm pretending. Just I'm going to go ahead and dive into this blend. I'll see you in like 45 minutes when I've got it lit. Give me a sec. Welcome back. I've got this lit up, and I might have exaggerated a little. It only took me like 40 minutes, not 45, to get this stuff lit. I'm just kidding. It actually lit up pretty nice. I must have dried it out just enough. I really like this stuff. Now, I know a lot of people aren't a fan of the topping that's on this. And to be honest, I'm kind of surprised I like it. But I do. Let's go ahead and get into that. We'll dig into tobacco reviews and see what we can find. So I'll go ahead and read this to you. Notes. 1792 Flake is a full strength, yes, that's true, mellow tobacco, not sure where they're getting mellow, comprising a blend of dark-fired Tanzanian leaf. It is Gawith's best-selling premium grade flake. It starts at 7 pounds of hand-stripped leaf and goes through a steaming process prior to being pressed. The cake, having been prepared, is wrapped in select leaf and packed by hand into a 12-inch square. This cake is then pressed and left for a minimum of 2 hours. Then the pressed cake is placed into a steam press where it is baked at full heat. I'm not sure what full heat would be in this application, for 2 to 3 hours. The baked cake has then taken on 1792's characteristic rich dark color. Its hardening occurs during cooling. Once the process of cutting the flake and adding a Tonkin flavor is carried out, hand wrapping and packing finalizes 1792, making it ready for rubbing into your pipe. Sold as cob flake in England. I actually didn't know that. So, honestly, a fantastic Virginia based blend. It does have Kentucky and Virginia. It has a Tonkin bean flavoring. It is a flake cut, comes in a 50-gram tin. Country of origin is United Kingdom, and it is currently available. I will put an asterisk on that and say it's available when you can get it. So, Gawith, they are a small blender, small tobacco house. So, when they do drops, they aren't usually in high quantities like compared to Cornell and Diehl. Um, or, Sutliff or McBaron when they would. I'm okay. I'm okay. All right. So anyway, when they do drops, when Golf does drops, it's you're not looking at thousands upon thousands of tens. I'm not sure exactly how many, but it's not anything that's high in number. So uh, looking at strong on the strength. Yep. Medium flavoring. Room note is tolerable and the taste is full. Uh, this stuff is very, very good. Uh, it does have, as I've mentioned, plenty of strength. Um, Once again, as is the theme of this channel, I think strong blends kind of fuel this channel in a sense and keep me continuing to make content. I really like the strong stuff. It keeps me going and it keeps the channel going. It's just really good. Now, the Tonkin flavor, mm, that's that topping I was talking about that I think can be the point of division for a lot of people. It it's not it's not a flavor I think a lot of people will really like immediately. I wasn't quite sure what to think of it at first myself, but it really is nice. It has this I can't really compare it to anything. There isn't that Tonkin, it doesn't really taste or smell like anything else in the world in my opinion. At least nothing I've come across. But I like it. That's what I do know. I will say I don't pick up a lot of the Kentucky flavor. I do pick up some of the Virginia flavor though. Virginia is very clearly, you can tell it's been steamed. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's very, it brings out the quality of the leaf that they use. And Gawith is kind of known for using good quality leaf, much like McClellan was known for. Um, this stuff is it's really good. Uh, I tend to think that the Tonkin kind of settles down after this stuff has had some time in either the jar or the tin. That could be in my head though. I don't know that to be fact, but that's kind of how I feel. I feel like the Tonkin scent definitely calmed down a lot for me over the last several years. Which honestly kind of bums me out because I really like it. Now, once you get past the Tonkin flavor, it's it's all strength really. it's I can't put it quite on the level of like Rustica as far as being able to taste the strength coming through, because I feel like Rustica, as soon as you take a puff off of it, it's like, whoa, this stuff is gonna kick my ass and it's gonna be awesome. This, I feel, is kind of like a sleeper. Like you can still tell that there's strength in the flavor, but it's from a different plane. There's no bite to this whatsoever as long as you dry it out to the proper level. If you over dry it, it's gonna bite you. So really, the best advice I could give you is mess around with it, experiment, see where your kind of happy spot is with it being easy to light and being kept lit and not being so dry that it just bites the shit out of you. It is very good stuff. It's very good in a cob, and it's also very good in a briar. Haven't tried it in a clay or a meerschaum yet, but it is very good. And honestly, the strength doesn't let up throughout the bowl. It keeps going, and I feel like a lot of the flavor from the Virginia and the Kentucky continues to improve throughout the bowl. I mean, it really is some good stuff. If you can get a hold of this, and I say this with all my strong blends that I recommend to you guys, if you can get a hold of this and you're also not sensitive to the strong stuff, I think you'll really like it. It does take a little bit more patience because we all know Gawith stuff just it's soaked when you get it. So, just some really good stuff. It's not overly complex. Um, I'm getting some of the Kentucky flavor. At least I think I am. You don't really have to baby it. You know, you don't have to necessarily sip on it the way you would like a straight Virginia um, 507C or, oh goodness, um, I would say luxury Navy Flake, but that one's not really. I mean, you can kind of chooch on that one a little harder than most straight Virginias, I think, and it's pretty forgiving with the tongue bite. This one you really don't have to baby very much. It really is some good stuff. Good and strong. Great with a cup of coffee. Although today I'm having they're these Walmart brand sparkling water thingies that they're very good. This is cherry limeade and it's delicious. So yeah, Gawith 1792. I give it a solid 9 out of 10. Can't go wrong. Good and strong. Good flavor. Room notes actually very tolerable, I would say. Now, again, my better half isn't out here to confirm or deny that, but if I were to guess, I would say the room note on this one's pretty decent uh, because of the Tonkin bean topping. So, if this is something that you feel like you might enjoy and you've never really tried it before or never really gave it any thought, based on what I've told you here, put it in the comments and let me know. Uh, let me know what you think. That you Do you think you'd be into this one or no? Is it just not your bag? So yeah, 9 out of 10. Go and give it a shot. That'll move us along to where the hell have I been the last couple weeks? Well, uh, truth be told, I just haven't had anything that I wanted to review. Wasn't really in the mood to have this at the time. Uh, Actually woke up yesterday with the intention of making a video, but ended up getting busy uh, throughout the day and didn't get a chance to get out here and record anything. I mean, Lord have mercy, I haven't had a bowl in 4 or 5 days at least. Just been busy. Busier than a cat burying shit on concrete, man. Uh, so actually, I've had a 4 day weekend. I'm on day 3 of said 4 day weekend, and this is the first real opportunity I've had to get out here and even just have a bowl. So if that gives you any insight into what my life has been the last week or so, that's what it's been. And then anything else has just been, I just hadn't really had anything I wanted to review. I don't have any of the new blends that have come out recently. I don't have any Firebird. I don't have any Puccini Maestro. Uh, Mostly because my local tobacconist, uh, he gets it in and then he doesn't sell it. He hangs on to it. He won't sell the new stuff because it says small batch. So if I want, which I do, I want to support my local businesses, but he doesn't want my money. So, and then I don't get on the rat race crap to do, I'm not going to climb over people like it's Black Friday and try and get these blends that just sell out in 10 minutes. I'm not going to do that. I don't have time for that. I got way more important shit going on in my life. So, I don't have it. uh, that said, I saw this sitting on my shelf when I came in the shed over the weekend to grab something, and I was like, I'm going to do that. So, that's why I've got this, and that's also why it's been a couple weeks since I released something. I know several of you have reached out wondering where the hell I've been, and this is where I've been. So, and unless a bunch of stuff gets released this summer, this spring, whatever, I think probably a lot of the videos that'll be coming out will be a lot of just sit and smoke with me, really. Which I always enjoy. It's less pressure on me to try and, oh, I got to get this video out or I got to get that video out. If there's no blend that I'm really particularly like, oh, I've got to get this one done, it's much less pressure for me to just pick something that I actually want to have that I have reviewed on the channel already and just sit and hang out with you guys. So, that said, this video has gone on for over 20 minutes. I'm going to continue to watch the video game playthrough that I have paused. Well, had paused. It's playing again, but I'm going to continue to watch that. I'm going to finish this bowl. I'm going to look at the snow that just fell this morning, sitting in my yard. And I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Sunday. So I want to thank each and every one of you that is tuning in right now to watch this video. If this is your first time watching, do me a big old solid and throw a subscribe my way, throw a like my way. Really helps me out, considering I have to fight the YouTube algorithm at every turn. And other than that, I love you guys. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, but if you do, don't get caught. See you guys on the next one.